So this isn't a sequel to the 90s Lois and Clark, right? Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Today I'm about to watch Superman and Lois from the CW, the new show. I'm a couple days late on this because, well, reasons. But I am a Superman fan, a huge Superman fan. I love the character to death. I'm a massive Smallville fan, for that matter. And heck, I've even been watching Supergirl just because she's tangentially related to Superman. So I dip in and out. Honestly, with the Arrowverse entirely, I'm more or less dipping out more than I used to be. But that said, I'm kind of hoping this is the show that I stick with now because again, I love Superman, and I like Tyler Hoechlin as Superman. So I'm hoping that we just get more goodness from him. I really just want to find out.
I remember coming to this earth, feeling the sun on my face for the first time,
Oh, the effects. Those aren't bad.
hearing the voices of my parents.
Jonathan and Martha.
My mother called me their greatest surprise. And boy, there sure were lots of them. I thought I'd live there forever. But my father's death set me on a different path. Eventually, I moved to Metropolis to become who I was meant to be.
Oh my goodness.
There you go, friend.
But my most vivid memory of all was the day I met her.
Are you kidding me?
Everyone in here, we're the most dependable
The original-
friends people in Metropolis have. You remember?
You like baseball?
Of course.
Oh.
I mean, who doesn't like America's pastime this length?
I already love this.
Lois. What'd you say your name was again?
Kent. Clark Kent. Oh. Sorry. So I guess technically you'd be the second.
We fell in love. I told Lois who I really was, where I came from.
My favorite super couple. This is checking so many boxes for me. Yes.
A year ago, he was diagnosed with social anxiety disorder.
I can relate, kid. Nice.
Cold breath isn't gonna fix it.
Brilliant. Yeah, I was just thinking he can't drop it in, it'll just crater. Suit looks amazing.
Talk to Lois about some dates. Night, General.
I like it that he's in on it. That I'm good with that.
I knew when Morgan Edge bought the planet there'd be cuts, but this is unbelievable.
Morgan Edge.
Kent, you got a minute?
Hey, Mom, sorry, this morning's just been... Dr. Fry.
Watching Jonathan was one thing. Watching Martha? Are you kidding me?
50 yards and approaching.
Is that gonna be the llama?
Got it.
Seems luck runs in the family. Did Clark ever tell you about our accident coming home from a Soul Asylum concert?
Oh, I try not to talk about my Soul Asylum days too much.
So Pete was at the wheel. That if you were in trouble, Martha would be there. She was like your friend you always write about, Lois. She was like this town's Superman. Or Superwoman.
What is that thing?
It's reacting to them.
What are you doing? Do not touch that.
Oh. There doesn't seem to be an emergency.
And I know you can't see me. Lead encasements. You can't see through lead. It's one of your few weaknesses.
That's why you're choosing nuclear facilities.
Find out you have superpowers, go to a party.
Hey, you made it. See you guys later.
Not the best choice.
I saw.
That is just freaking cool. Who is this villain? Not recognizing. Okay. Who is this villain? Okay, that's just a cool shot.
Aren't you curious how I know so much about you, Kal-El? Like me, your home was destroyed. You were sent here as an infant to a world where you spend your whole life trying to prove your worth. Convince yourself you were one of them?
And
The
do
only
it.
remnants of your real home. Ah! Dust to dust. Superman.
Actually, I gotta go.
Oh, crap.
Clark.
Pull it out.
So you saved your brother.
I wasn't sure what happened. I felt control. I don't know. It's hard to explain. What's gonna happen to him?
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably like learning to drive a car, you know, if cars were indestructible and had giant death lasers as headlights.
I should have never kissed you last night. Wow. That is awkward. Good luck.
You
Okay,
didn't know about Sean. And
I'm liking the sons more
I'm
and
just
more.
really sorry.
Powers are overrated anyways. Plus, this just confirms what I've known to be true all along. Yeah? My skills on the field, legit. Come on.
Superman things?
Like how to attach a plow to a tractor.
Dad, we have questions. We just found out our dad's Superman. I mean, thousands and thousands of questions.
That's perfect.
We need to improve tactile function and speed if I'm going to end this.
We also need kryptonite. That was the last of your supply. I'll start the upgrades to your armor right away. Captain Luthor.
Multiverse Lex. Multiverse Lex. It's a multiverse Lex. I'm guaranteeing right now that's a multiverse Lex. And I could not be more thrilled. I like having the idea of another Lex around because we got the John Cryer version, which I'm actually kind of fine with. I kind of like his portrayal, but he wouldn't fit this show. So the idea that they have this other version of Lex that might be coming, or I mean, at least if not Lex, it has to be Lex. But that is amazing. I love that idea. Then there's the whole, well, let's just get into it. I actually, if you watch the beginning of this, I adored that opening. Are you kidding me? The entire story of them getting together, plus seeing him as Superman. Oh, that was just amazing. I felt like it drug him a bit in the middle because it was establishing the family and what's going on, the dynamics with the things with the boys, all, them transitioning to Smallville, which was a huge part of the finale too. But at the same time, it did drag quite a bit in the middle there. But I don't think that'll be a week-to-week problem because they just had to set some things up. So I'm not even mad about that because overall, the episode was fantastic. I love the family. I'm surprised by that. I wasn't sure I'd be sold on the boys, to be honest. I mean, because I loved Jonathan Kent in the comics, but I wasn't quite sure how this would translate. And it's interesting. It's a completely different take on, him having a son, but it's also very fascinating. It's a very unique way to approach it because it's a whole family instead of just one son. And it also, you have one that doesn't have powers and one that does, which they were kind of teasing through the whole episode. I kind of figured it would be Jordan, not Jonathan, that would end up with the powers just because of the way they kept setting things up. I was like, no, it's going to be the other way around. And that's not to even mention that their personalities are distinct enough, but also likable enough that I'm in right now. I just hope they didn't do too bad of a job this week. I just want them to hammer home the high school aspect too much. They had a good balance in this, so I'm hoping they keep that, because it was about the whole family rather than just the kids at school or just Clark or just Lois. So they all have components in the story. And just going to the Superman of it, those are some really good usage of not only just Superman moments, but the way they're handling the effects, which it's still a CW show. It's still got a CW budget, but it still looks really good. It's not movie quality at times, but it looks so good. And the way they're using it too, I love they actually did, instead of him just flying through that wall in that one scene, they did it in slow motion just to give it that little bit of just extra awesome, which it was. It looked so cinematic and great. His Superman is still, I like it. I really like his Superman. I always have, but this just even hammers it home more. I guess what I even like more now is his Clark, which I wasn't quite sure about. And he is he's got a charm to him, but he is a nerd. He really is. He is that nerd, but kind of Superman always is. That's the thing. Superman is kind of a nerd. And so it just works. That's where I'm at. And I guarantee I'll be watching this week to week now. If you guys are interested in me continuing to do these week to week, please let me know in the comments below. How did you enjoy this this episode? Are you looking forward to this? Are you out? Did it for some reason not land for you? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe to see more content like this. All right, and before I go, as always, please take care of yourselves. And please take care of each other. Thanks for watching.